Morning students, here I am with chapter of geography today. This is for standard 7 and this is Sandeep sir presenting with and introducing you with the first chapter of your geography, that is called our environment. You can see on my background on the board written there that our environment. The first thing, how can we define our environment? As the name itself suggests, okay, that everything that is been found in our surrounding can be called our environment. In other words, the geographical conditions that prevail in our surrounding is called our environment. Now when we talk about the geographical condition, we are talking about the land, soil, air, that is called physical environment. Then we have the animals, plants, kingdoms, everything, and they are all forming of everything that we found around ourselves is our environment. Now as the name itself suggests, that is what the environment is all about. Now you can see here I have already written a table of the different classifications of that one. One is natural environment. Natural environment, that has been given to us by nature or that has been created naturally. And when we talk about this natural environment, as I have told, they can be naturally, there are two types of the things. One is physical, another is biological. And physical is what? You would have studied in your junior classes about the three domains of Earth. First of all, the lithosphere, that is rocky solid area of the Earth, including earth crust or of the earth crust and subsequent thin soft layer of the soil is equal to lithosphere. Hydrosphere, the area on the earth inside, and that is where entire seas, oceans, underground water, wherever the water is present, okay, they are forming our hydrosphere. And then atmosphere is the blanket of air above earth's surface that is protecting us and providing many conducive favorable factor for the survival of living organisms on the earth is actually that thin layer of air covering the earth's surface from above is atmosphere. And within these three domains of lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, wherever, in everywhere that the biological things, means the living organisms did not exist, wherever they exist, that within these three layers, that thin layer where living organisms exist or survive is called biosphere. So that is all is equal to our natural environment. And there also, because this is what, when we go into the deeper in the chapter, we'll be talking about the ecosystem that we human beings, along with our physical and non-physical environment, interrelated and interconnected and interdependent on each other, are called our ecosystem. So this is the natural environment, which is first of all physical, and then it can be divided into biological also, this living side. Physical environment, as I have told about, that is land. Land means the lithosphere. This is hydrosphere. And this is atmosphere. Mos is a Greek word which means air. And this is also, they are all very important, and within these three domains, there exists a thin layer wherever the life exists, that is called biosphere, and this is forming our biological environment. Now when we talk about our biological environment, you can see here in biological environment there are two types for the subdivisions. One is the producer, that is producing, say plant is the primary producer, and then second is the consumer. So among the producer, this is the plant. So all these human beings or animals, we are also the part of the animal kingdom. So we are all dependent on the plants for our food and for many things. The importance of plants and forests are enormous and huge in our life. Okay, they provide us a lot of things. They provide us the food, they provide us the timber, they provide us this, they are the shelter to the wild animals or the animals, which in turn is also the resource, and we are using them for our variety of purposes. Then they are protecting the soil within this lithosphere. I have already told what is lithosphere. Is that solid layer on the earth crust, including that soft surface of that soil also. The domain is lithosphere. So they protect us, this plant and forest protect the soil from getting eroded. So thereby that is also very important. Wherever we have a greenery or the density of forest, the climate is being moderated there. Transpiration from the plant actually really is also somewhere resulting into the condensation and formation of the cloud, and that is why wherever the greenery is there, the chances of rainfall is very heavy and large at that place, and rain is the main source of water on the earth. So we can see, you see, all of them have a great role to play, and we are all the part of it. We need to understand that in our environment, whatever macroscopic or microscopic is there or are there, they have all their roles to play. Nobody, that is how a chain works, a team works. In a team game also, as we know that when everybody has been assigned with certain duties and roles, all of them are important. No singular thing can say that it is the utmost important and complete into itself. No, nothing is complete. As you can see in the environment, there are plenty of things that goes on to make the environment, and we are one of the part of it. Okay, so this is our biological environment. Biological environment is subdivided as the producer and consumer. The producers are the plants, consumers are animals and human beings. So this is all forming our natural environment. Then we have a man-made environment, which is also called cultural environment. So very clearly, as I have told, that everything, okay, suppose here I am writing everything that is present or found in our surroundings form our environment. The second thing that I have told is that, just a minute. geographical conditions. Okay, it is because weight is not been appearing properly, but then listen to my sound. The geographical conditions that prevail or available around us is our environment, and all of them have a very great role to play in the survival of this biological environment. So entire thing, and those, when we talk about the conditions, these are the meticulous divisions of there, that is atmosphere, lithosphere, that is rockosphere, then we have the air, the water, everything that is been available has some role to play, and that is what forming our environment. Now, because as the chapter itself suggests, our environment, we are mistaking it that we are the very important one. Who? Human beings. Of course, we play a very major role, very important role in preserving environment, sometimes in creating environment. No others are creators. There, the creator is natural conditions. Here there are something that the man or human beings, taking the help of the natural environment, have been creating their own environment, which is also called man-made or cultural environment. Okay. So this cultural or man-made environment can further be subdivided under 4 categories. One is residential, that is our buildings and houses. Example, buildings and houses, we have made them and we are living them, and they are also been found around us. Okay, so we have created this. That is one of residential category. Second is infrastructure, that is say roads, railways, bridges, etc. These are all our infrastructure, and that is also man-made. Then economic, that is all those structures or all those places or the environment from where the money is generated, the income is eked out, EKED, that is, and this is what, say for example, industries, factories, farms, or the estates, farm estates. These are all the part of economic environment, companies, big companies. And then our socio-culture, for example, the monuments, temples, they are all the parts of the cultural environment, our lifestyle. They are supporting our lifestyle also. So this is what our environment is all about. Our surrounding, they have a great role to play, and we are all interrelated and interdependent on that one. So this is called okay, fine. So this is another one that is been of the term that is been deriving out of it, is our ecosystem. So ecosystem finally okay. So ecosystem is that we human beings or you can say plants, animals, in animals human beings also are included, interrelated and interdependent or interrelated with their physical environment, that is land, air, soil, etc. And then, so what is plants, animals, that is including human beings, interrelated with their physical environment and interdependent on each other, forms ecosystem. And this is also very important, and we are, that human beings are playing a very important role. But why? Because we can create also, we can preserve also, and we can damage also. Okay, because of course there are something that is renewable, that can renewed even after being damaged, but then everything has certain role to play. For example, one of the components of our environment is soil. Soil is a natural resource. It has been taking birth naturally, but the formation of the soil, though is a natural process, but then it is a very complex, dependent on many factors, and it's been taking many years actually. So for example, in the formation of a soil few centimeters in depth literally takes millions of years to form. And if we are reckless, we are insensitive, we are selfish, that is human being, okay, we damage them, because damaging, or that is called soil erosion, is been done naturally also. There are many natural agents of erosion like running water, blowing wind, these are all. But the nature, if erodes, the nature compensate also. So erosion and conservation, or the replenishment of formation, that you may say, by the nature is been done in balance. But that balance has been disturbed by the reckless and selfish human activities, and that is what somewhere we are damaging our ecosystem. If you see that interconnectivity, as the word itself suggests, we are so heavily dependent on it, not only related, we are dependent on it, that if any of the components get damaged or corrupted or polluted, that consequent impact on us is also huge and enormous. So that is why we need to protect them, be it a plant or be it a non-physical thing or physical thing, and then it is necessary for the survival and sustenance of our life. So this is all very important so far, the formation, because there are certain things that have been formed naturally, but what is been given to us by the nature, it is our duty also to take very good care of it or them. Otherwise, we will suffer. Why? Because the nature has given to us for our survival and we are heavily dependent on it, and consequently it is very, very important. So this is what we have talked about the environment, its different components we have talked about, and about the physical one, the non-physical one, and they all go on to form the environment of ours, okay, which is sometimes created by us, sometimes we have to maintain them, and there has to be a good balance between the creation and the maintenance for the sustenance and survival of the humanity properly. This is what we have seen in this chapter. In my next lecture for you, I will be coming with the next topic. Till then, take good care of yourself. Thank you.